CNN recently obtained audio from the New York Times reporters Jonathan Martin and Alexander Burns, in which the ranking House Republican, Kevin McCarthy, was not really hesitant to criticize those inside of his own party following January 6th. In fact, I'm going to show you this, and again, you're not going to be surprised here. It follows some of the other tapes in criticism of Trump, and even considers reaching out to Biden. Take a look.
Look, what the president did is atrocious and totally wrong. From the standpoint, we're 12 days away. I mean, the one point I'd make with Biden, if you have an impeachment and you're stuck sitting in the Senate and he needs cabinet members, you've got Secretary of Defense, you've got a lot of things that you've got to have moving. And if you think from a perspective, you put everything else away, this country is very, very divided. I do think the impeachment divides the nation further and continues to divide even greater. That's why I want to reach out to Biden. I wanted the president to meet with Biden. If that's not going to happen, I want to see about us meeting with Biden, sitting down, make a smooth transition, show that, and continue to keep those statements going. So hopefully, I know he's got to talk to Pelosi, but hopefully he calls me today. And see if we can start that process.
All right, so look, Burns and Martin didn't mention who was on the other side. I don't think it really matters too much who he was talking to, because at the end of the day, Kevin McCarthy turned around and kissed Donald Trump's ass. So what does it matter? Anything that he had said during that call, anything that he said he was going to do, but he didn't do it. He didn't do any of it. So, again, I don't really think there's anything else to add to the story. I mean, Donald Trump, totally fine with Kevin McCarthy, knowing that these tapes exist, knowing the things that McCarthy had said about him. And you know why? It's because Kevin McCarthy groveled like a bitch. Like a little baby bitch. That's what happened.
Beta male.
Exactly. Beta male. Total beta. Bowing down to Donald Trump. And so, look, it worked. Why? Trump, the Times reported, is said, quote, to be enjoying his current moment of dominance over the minority leader.
Beta.
As McCarthy tries to patch up his relationship with Trump ahead of the 2022 midterms, where Trump could play a key role in boosting Republican House members. Donald Trump, again, has Donkey Kong, has took over, well, has continued, I should say, his takeover of the Democratic Party. I'm sorry, Republican Party. Wow, what a weirdo slip, huh? Look, Donald Trump also dominating everybody, essentially. All right, so that said, he's got the power. Now, you look at the recent election in Ohio, and what you had was two basically indistinguishable Trump goons, okay? J.D. Vance and the other guy, Josh Mandel. Now, it's really, again, I'm not the only one who struggled to remember the other guy, Mandel. Donald Trump himself couldn't remember. J.P. Mandel, that's what it is. I'm here to support J.P. Mandel. No, it's J.D. Vance. But now here's the thing. So those two are indistinguishable, but there's also a third person in there. I can't remember his name. Not very important. He was an anti-Trumper, and he got crushed by both of them. Now, J.D. Vance was endorsed by Donald Trump. And well, that's funny because J.D. Vance is a total clown. Absolute clown show. What he did was criticize Donald Trump behind his back. In fact, back in 2016, Vance referred to Trump as America's Hitler. I'm not saying that he's completely off base when he says that. I'm just saying that, well, that's what he said. In fact, here's a quote. I go back and forth between thinking Trump is a cynical asshole like Nixon, who wouldn't be that bad and might even prove useful, or that he's America's Hitler. How is that for discouraging? Extremely. So now why is the endorsement? Why did he endorse somebody that called him America's Hitler? Because J.D. Vance has Peter Thiel money. Peter Thiel is a tech bro billionaire. Peter Thiel, I mean, if you back Peter Thiel's candidate and Peter Thiel's candidate wins with your endorsement, well, then you're going to think, well, Peter Thiel owes me and he's got lots of money and I'm going to be running in 2024. JD Vance has won, probably feels kind of indebted to Trump. And again, so might Thiel. Thiel might also feel indebted to Trump or more willing to give to his reelection campaign. So it all comes down to Trump and what people can do for him. Remember, he's a transactional person. Now, when he says he's good at making deals, this is kind of what he means. He's actually good at making deals that benefit him, using his power, using his position. And he loves keeping people around who he thinks owes him a favor. It's the classic mob boss Trump mentality. That's what I think is going on here. That's why he's cool with Kevin McCarthy, because now he thinks, I don't care what Kevin McCarthy said. I own him. He's my bitch. He's going to do anything that I say because he kissed my ass. So I don't care what he says behind the scenes. It doesn't matter. Publicly, I'll bend over and he'll smooch. He'll put his lips right on my ass. And that's exactly what I want him to do. So that's why this doesn't really matter. That's why the tapes don't matter as much as the rest of the media seems to be making them out to be. And I guess it's fun drama, but again, it doesn't really matter. I'll say one last thing too. When it comes to the horrible person scale, McCarthy ranks pretty damn high. Why? Again, I think the difference here is the two different types of people that hang around Trump. All right. For one, you have the true believers. These true believers, I mean, it's in the name. They'll follow Trump, whatever he does, and believe anything that he says. They think that Donald Trump's saving America from the socialist pedo takeover from the communists over at its Islamic State. I don't know. And so, yeah, they're going to help Donald Trump. And they're really not going to expect anything from it. But then you have the people who are attracted to power. You got the vultures, right? That's what it is. And Kevin McCarthy believed that he was going to be picking through Donald Trump's corpse because he thought, along with Mitch McConnell, that impeachment was going to end him. And of course, along with McConnell, was like, yeah, no, this is a good thing. He should go because of what happened on January 6th. But then, it just so happened, Donald Trump wasn't dead yet. Donald Trump wasn't dead. And so, what did McCarthy do? He went back to doing what he does best. Kissing ass. I mean, maybe vulture's a bad analogy here. Maybe it's the hyenas in Jungle Book. You know, you remember those, right? They work for the bad guy. They work for Scar. And by the way, as soon as they thought, oh, Scar's done, we're going to come and we're going to go and turn on him. But Trump got back in line. He got them back in line because of the base. The base loves him. And so, look, McConnell, McCarthy, they're pretty much the worst people here, knowing that Donald Trump had tried to tear down our system of government. I mean, again, they're really upset behind the scenes, but when it came to public, well, they didn't care because, you know what? It all came down to their own power. No, and yes, I know I made the mistake. It's not Jungle Book, it's Lion King. My bad.